Demo of Mindapp. So Mindapp is a communal note-taking space that uses set theory to organize thoughts. You could also just call Mindapp a thought organizer. So for most people, you can just go to mindapp.cc and you'll see all of the thoughts or notes in this space. So right now the space is Mindapp. Basically, a space is just a server that houses all of the thoughts or the notes. So that's the default space. It's open to the public, and you can just click around and see the different tags. And the cool thing about these tags is that because they use set theory, let's see, I can go to HTMX and go to web development, tech industry. Well, it's just really granular and really precise how many tags and subtags there are. But also, for example, for like some tags, they have multiple parents. Like the internet tag, it's part of computer networking, but it's also part of culture. And culture has its own set of tags and subtags. And that just makes retrieving notes really interesting and really precise just because I'm using set theory. So yeah, hopefully that gives you that's pretty straightforward, right? Like if I type in notes for Japan, like all of the things, all the thoughts that are tagged with Japan or any of its subtags will show up in the notes as well. Yep. Looks like I don't know. I feel like there'd be more. Okay, there we go. I guess we found a bug. But yeah, so if I want to add a note, I can say like, hello, and to create a new account, or I call them personas, you can just do that command, or just press Command Enter, and that will create a new persona. So the way personas work is basically each one is created using a 24-word phrase. So if I want to see the mnemonic that makes this persona, I can just put in the password, which is just a empty string. And if I happen to lose my account, maybe my computer breaks and I can't get, and I had to restore my accounts, I can simulate that using remove persona. Okay, let's say I'm trying to restore that account. I can just go back to manage personas. I can put in a name and then put in that mnemonic, and there is that same persona that I just removed. So it's really cool because now you don't need emails to have your account. There's no email, there's no username or password or email or password. It's just those 24 words, and that creates your account. And from there, your account ID is derived from that 24-word phrase, and you can like click or search for that ID, and all the notes that ID or persona had created will show up. So that's basically how to find notes and how to make personas. But when you run Mindapp locally, there's a lot more features. So when you first run Mindapp locally, you are put in a local space. So here is where you can put your private notes. So if I put a note or a thought and it says private, and I refresh this page, you can see that note is not there because this thought right here is part of the local space. So all of my private notes will be in my local space. But most of my notes are just public because, sharing information is cool. And if you want to get to the source code, you can just scroll down and click that, and then that will take you to the GitHub repository. And one other feature I want to show you is if you have let's see, yeah, there was some woodworking stuff. Okay, so let's say you're watching a YouTube video. So I have someone told me about this thing called a Klein vise. So I looked it up, and when you are watching YouTube, you can install the Mindapp Chrome extension. You can only have it if you run it locally. So that's what it looks like right there. And if you do Option M, a window will pop up, and then from there, you can see that the thought has already been populated. So I'm gonna add this to the Mindapp public space, and this right here is like a it's like a vice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess I don't know if they demo it, but I can just go here and then add a woodworking tag, and then I could also add like gadget, and then from there I can just do Command Enter, and then if I go back to, oh, that's my timer. If I go back here, you can see that I have that thought, and so now if I want to like just go to my woodworking tags, I can just search for it there, and there's that YouTube video. So yeah, hopefully this gives you a good demo or a good introduction to Mindapp. There's more philosophical reasons I could talk about why I built Mindapp, but yeah, basically you have spaces. It's not just your local space in Mindapp. You can run your own space if you want. The code is open source. But yeah, you have spaces, you have personas, you have set theory, and I don't know, you have the extension. I'm going to keep working on this just because it's really useful for me for organizing my thoughts. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll just keep working on this.